Hey everyone, my name is Victoria Dorsano and I'm a certified health coach with an evidence-based approach so you don't have to wonder what's real and what's not on the internet. So today I actually wanted to share with you guys some of my favorite healthy breakfast recipes. I get asked all the time, what are some healthy options for people to eat in the morning before they go to work, and especially for different goals, whether that be weight loss or maintaining muscle mass. So I threw in some different options in there, sweet and savory options that we're gonna go through today, but these all have a great kind of well-rounded macronutrient profile. So they can actually be well-purposed for if your goal is weight loss or if your goal is to build muscle, because they have a good amount of protein, they all have a good amount of carbs and a good amount of fats in there. So a well-rounded macronutrient profile, and you get some fiber in there too, so they're gonna keep you full for a very long time. So let's go ahead and dive in. But really quick before we do, I would love it if you could just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so I can keep providing awesome content like this to you guys so you can get it directly to your feed. Okay, so the first recipe I want to make with you guys is these like protein berry muffins. That's the best way I can describe them, but I love these because you can actually make them in batches ahead of time and freeze them, and they will last up to 3 months in the freezer. So they're super easy to thaw out too the night before. You can make a ton of them, freeze them, keep them in the fridge, and you can pull them out as you need to, but they have a good amount of protein in them, a good amount of carbohydrates, and a good amount of fats. Again, that nice, even macronutrient profile. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with making those, so follow me.
So for the protein berry oatmeal cups, we're gonna start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then you're gonna grab a muffin tin, and I actually don't use muffin tin liners. I go ahead and just take some coconut oil spray and spray along the inside. And then I take a little paper towel and kind of dab that around to spread out the oil so it's not concentrated in any, certain corner of the muffin tin. Then you're gonna go ahead and grab a medium-sized bowl. You're going to take a banana and mash the banana. Then you're gonna add in 2 eggs and a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And then you're gonna take whatever, again, type of plant-based milk that you want to add in here. Again, I'm using Ripple. And you're going to add 1/2 cup of that plant-based milk and mix well. Then in a larger bowl, you're going to go ahead and whisk your dry ingredients together. So you're going to take your oat flour. So that'll be a 1/2 cup of oat flour, 2 cups of rolled oats, a 1/4 cup of vanilla protein powder, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Once those ingredients are all added to the larger bowl, you're going to combine the wet ingredients into the dry. So you're going to take the medium-sized bowl with the banana, egg, and almond milk and maple syrup that you've put together, and you're going to dump that into the dry ingredients bowl and mix well. Once the ingredients are well combined, you're going to go ahead and melt a tablespoon of coconut oil in the microwave, probably for about anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds. Once melted, you're going to take that coconut oil and put it into the mixture and mix until well combined. So next you're gonna add some thawed frozen berries. So if you're like me, sometimes you forget to move ahead and actually thaw the frozen berries. So I just stuck my bag of frozen berries into a bag of hot water to kind of speed thaw them. And then I dumped them into this mixture and folded them in. So it's 1.5 cups of frozen berries. I usually just go for a small bag, and that works the same way. Once the berries are well folded in, it turns this nice, beautiful pink purple color. It's kind of majestical. And then you're going to put the mixture into the muffin tin. Once you've gotten all the mixture put into the muffin tin, you're going to go ahead and bring that over to the oven and pop it in there for 18 to 20 minutes. And when the muffins are ready, you'll want to remove them from the oven and let them just sit to cool for a little bit before you take them out, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Once the muffins have cooled down, feel free to enjoy or store in the fridge or freezer.
All right guys, so this is the finished product. Ooh, so good. So these are the protein muffins, the berry protein oatmeal or oat muffins, whatever you want to call them, but they are delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead and have one of these right now because they're my absolute favorite. They smell delicious. Sometimes I like to cut one of these open, put a little bit of butter in there because that's delicious too. They can make great desserts too, so. So good. And you get some of the like really whole blackberries in there, like, my favorite. I love these. Enjoy. So the second recipe I want to make with you guys is protein overnight oats with blueberries, or really any fruit that you want to put in it, but doing the protein overnight oats is just great. Again, you're getting your protein in there. You're able to make these ahead of time. They can stay in the fridge for up to 4 days. So again, this is a great recipe that you can do on a Sunday, super quick. It takes probably, I don't know, under 5 minutes to make that. And you're good to go. You got a really delicious breakfast that you can actually grab with you since you're putting it in a mason jar and take it with you to work or wherever you're going, to the gym. So let's go ahead and get started with that one.
So for the protein overnight oats with the blueberries, you're gonna start with a large mixing bowl. You're gonna put your cup of milk, whether that's normal milk or your preferred choice of plant-based milk. Here I like to use Ripple, which is a pea protein milk. You're gonna add that, so 1 cup of that milk into the bowl. You're gonna add 1 cup of your rolled oats in there as well. And then you're gonna go ahead and add your 2 cups of either plain Greek yogurt, or here I'm using Icelandic skyr because it's lower in lactose and I'm lactose intolerant, so that's my preferred choice. But you wanna try to get some type of Greek yogurt or skyr yogurt because it has higher protein content. Next, you're gonna mix in your protein powder. That's 1/2 cup of vanilla protein powder, whichever you have on hand. Here I'm using a plant-based one. And you're gonna stir those ingredients well in that bowl. Once the ingredients are mixed, you're going to go ahead and put that mixture into either tiny containers, or I like mason jars. This recipe that I've included in the download link below is going to be for servings of 4. So you can spread that out however you'd like into 4 separate containers. Here I only had 2 right-sized mason jars, so you can see I'm putting them in larger mason jars and filling them pretty much close to the top. So these are 2 servings in each mason jar that I have here. Once you've put them in their appropriate containers, you can go ahead and store it in the fridge for about 8 hours, and it'll solidify overnight and be ready for you to eat in the morning. And for any extra servings, you can store them in the fridge for up to 4 days. Once you're ready to take your protein overnight oats out of the fridge to eat, you can go ahead and top with any fruit of your choice. Here I'm using fresh blueberries. You can use frozen or any other type of topping that you'd like as well.
So we have our protein oats now that have finished. They've been in the fridge, they've been sitting overnight, and this is the finished product. I actually put fresh blueberries on top. You can totally do frozen blueberries too if you'd like, but I just had some fresh ones accessible in my fridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy some of this too. And it's nice and like has this great texture. The oats have absorbed the milk that was in here, the plant-based milk that I used because I'm lactose intolerant, and it's absorbed some of the yogurt too, which also, did you know, fun fact, the skyr yogurt, the Icelandic yogurt, is actually pretty close to lactose free. You can also get plant-based yogurts too, but I like the skyr because it has, or you can use Greek yogurt if you're not lactose intolerant, but skyr also has high protein content like the Greek yogurt does. So cheers. Oh my gosh. The texture of that's so good. You get the cinnamon. You kind of get a little bit of the texture of the oats still. Delicious. Enjoy. All right, and the last recipe I want to show you guys is more so for the savory breakfast lovers, and this is a scrambled egg and black bean and spinach wrap. And this is just really delicious. It literally takes 3 minutes to make, super easy. So let's go ahead and get started with number 3.
To make the egg, black bean, and spinach wrap, you're gonna go ahead and start at your stovetop and turn that to medium-high. You'll add some butter to the pan, And once that butter is melted, you'll go ahead and add 2 eggs to the pan and scramble well. Just about as the eggs are about 3/4 of the way cooked, you're going to move them to one side of the pan and add about a handful of spinach to the other side of the pan. Once the spinach is pretty well cooked, you're going to go ahead and fold the eggs and the spinach together in the pan, and then set that aside once that's cooked through. And then you're going to go ahead and place a tortilla on a plate, put whatever cheese of your choice, and then some beans, and you'll pop that into the microwave for 1 minute. Once the tortilla is done in the microwave, you can go ahead and take that out and put the eggs and spinach mixture into the tortilla and wrap that up.
All right, so this is the finished product of our egg, black bean, and spinach wrap. It looks delicious, so I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy a nice bite of this. So good, and I love incorporating the wrap for carbs. You get the fiber from the beans and some nice greens with the spinach. So good. Just so hearty too, like it definitely fills you up. This is delicious. Well guys, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed these healthy breakfast recipes that you can go ahead and take home. I'm actually gonna put a link down below where you can go ahead and download a recipe booklet of your own of 12 of my favorite recipes that I like to make from time to time again in the morning. So these will be included in there too. So go ahead and click that link down below, and please go ahead and give this video a like, share, and subscribe. Super appreciate that so I can keep making great, awesome content like this for you guys. And until then, see you later.